Welcome to Toronto TV. This is your host, Maggie Ng, and we are on location in Waterloo at the Canadian headquarters for Sun Life Financial.
Jack Garamoni. I'm the Vice President responsible for Sun Life Financial's career sales force here in Canada. Let me talk about our career sales force. We have about 3,500 advisors, managers, and specialists. And I'm happy to say that within our sales force, 23% of our advisors, managers, and specialists come from various ethnically diverse communities. So how we actually recruit and select advisors, about half of the people who join us in our career sales force are actually referred to us by our existing members of our team. They're meeting people all the time, and they quite often find people who might be interested in a career with our organization. That's our number one source of recruiting. Secondary sources would be on-campus recruiting. Then as well, we do various career fairs. And as well, our website is relatively robust, so people can visit sunlife.ca. We have approximately 90 financial centers across the country, and we actually have physical presence in over 800 different locations where our advisors are located. So someone interested in a career with our organization is welcome to contact us via the website or visit any one of our financial centers, or perhaps make contact through one of our advisors or managers who, as I said, are right across Canada. There are four major groups of people who join our organization. By far the largest are people referred to us. Many of these are midlife career changers, so people who are already in another career, doing relatively well, but interested in perhaps being in business for themselves with the support of a large multinational financial services company. Perhaps they're interested in a change because their opportunities for promotion are limited, or their economic opportunity is in some way limited. Another group would be people who are joining us as career starters, so recent university graduates or recent community college graduates. They typically come in contact with us because we're on campus doing on-campus interviewing. Third group would be women returning to the labor market or interested in moving into financial services, so they may also be midlife career changers. And then our fourth major group, about a third of the people we bring, are from ethnically diverse communities across Canada. And the ethnically diverse people who join us come to us for training, but they also bring with them access to markets, typically language skills, familiarity with cultural norms, and are able to make a good impact and help the people in their own community. People who join us, they're typically good at dealing with people. They're goal-oriented. They're concerned with long-range planning. They have an ability to network and connect with people. And when you combine those skills, determination, networking skills, access to a market, success pattern in their background, you find someone who we can work with and that we can train using our regional schools, our head office school, our online training, and the training that we deliver in our financial centers to help them achieve meaningful success for themselves and their families. The training that Sun Life Financial offers new advisors actually begins even before they join us. Our selection process is designed to help people make an informed decision around a career with our organization. So we have online training, we have a process to help people prepare for the provincial licensing exams which are required to be in this industry. We help them identify the markets that they may work in, how to identify needs, how to help people both in risk business, the life insurance needs, health insurance needs, as well as wealth management and wealth creation. And then they come into our modular type training that we have, the Career Academy as we call it. So we cover all of the different life, health, and wealth needs on a fairly holistic basis. As a matter of interest, for every person we appoint, we interview over 30 people. So we're really working in partnership with the candidates that we attract because they're trying to find out, is it the right fit for them? And equally, we're trying to find out if they're the right fit for the industry and then for our company. We have a career sales force. So what that means is we're actually investing in training and developing people in a management infrastructure. We have over 300 full-time professional managers located in approximately 90 financial centers across Canada. A typical new advisor would earn $50,000 to $60,000 in their first year, and that continually builds as time goes on because of our compensation philosophy. The average advisor with over 5 years of service has an average income of just over $138,000. So excellent economic opportunities. Then from our advisor pool, we typically identify members of our sales management team. And our sales managers and financial center managers also earn excellent incomes, equal to or greater than the type of income opportunity available to our advisors. So the benefits of being associated with us firstly is the ability to control your own income. So many of our advisors are financially quite able to build strong financial security for themselves. And then secondly, you're part of a large multinational company. So we're actually one of the leaders in Canada in terms of our group benefits division, our group retirement services, and our whole wealth area, both on an individual and group basis. All those benefits, of course, are available to our advisors, and they take advantage of them. So in terms of the locations, Sun Life Financial is very, very well represented right across the country. We do business in all the provinces and territories. We have 90 financial centers, and then we have over 850 Sun Life Financial offices. That's where our actual advisors either rent or own the building that they're working in. So virtually every community in Canada has access to a Sun Life Financial advisor. In terms of job flexibility, it's one of the things that attracts many people to the business. They determine their own work hours, they determine the location of the work, and they build their own client base. Candidly, for a new person starting out in the business, it means that they're probably working way harder than the average person. It's not a 9-to-5 type of job. Very typically, they're studying the business, they're learning about products, they're learning about how to approach a client, they're learning about networking, and they're doing all of those activities, as well as developing their professional credentials. So a typical new advisor would be working 50 to 60 hours a week. Our more established advisors, once they've built a client base and achieved their professional designations, they are able to get a lot more done in a lot less time. So what's it like to actually be an advisor working in a financial center? Although you're part of a large company, Sun Life Financial, large multinational company, you're actually working with a smaller group of people. We have one member of management for every 10 advisors. And what we find is that each financial center has its own culture, and people do everything from socializing together, working together, forming corporations amongst the advisors. So every financial center is both involved in the community and then involved in all sorts of activities that help people feel good about the organization. That ranges from dinners out together, bowling, doing good in the community. I was at one of our financial centers just last week talking to a group of our advisors, and one of the advisors was talking about the community activity of Habitat for Humanity. So we had 2 financial centers actually go down, groups of 10 or more people for a week at a time, building homes for less fortunate people. In this case, they were visiting Mexico. But that wouldn't be unusual at all for our advisors and managers to be very, very active in community activities. There's in the Chinese community, a Phoenix program that's being sponsored by one of our advisors. She happens to be the chairperson for that particular program. It's in Mississauga. And that would be very typical of the sorts of things that are happening right across Canada, where our advisors are involved in the community. They find ways to give back to the community, whether by way of fundraising or sponsoring cultural activities, sponsoring picnics, doing all sorts of different things to help our name, Sun Life Financial, get better known, as well as help them be seen within their community as a valuable resource. One of the things that's sort of unique about our company is we find ways to celebrate the success of our advisors and managers. We have various campaigns. It's very similar to training for an athletic event, where you train hard and then you relax a little bit and celebrate and then train hard. So in our business, the way that shows up is we have international conventions where our top advisors have an opportunity. We'll be taking our top advisors actually in early 2009 to Desert Springs, Marriott Desert Springs, just outside of Los Angeles. And some of our top people will actually spend some time at the Beverly Hills Wilshire property, Four Seasons property in Los Angeles before we go down to Desert Springs. On a regional basis, we got many people from different financial centers together just to have a party. So right across the country, we find ways to get together, to recognize people, to make them feel good about the work they're doing, and also just to relax and have fun together. It's one of the big parts of the cultural aspects of being a member of our career sales force. One of the unique aspects of our approach to compensation is we have something called level commissions, which means that when an advisor arranges a product for someone, as long as that product is in force, as long as there's a premium coming to the company, the advisor is compensated. So as they build their client base, the client base gets bigger and bigger, and then the amounts of level commission continue to grow. And what's very unusual about our approach to that is we actually have an arrangement where we will buy the business back from our advisors if and when they leave the company. So at their retirement, they can actually say, okay, I'm going to stop working now, and we'll buy the present value of all those commissions that they have. We actually make quite a big deal of it. We have a program where we identify special status, where advisors are recognized for having a business that's now worth over $1 million, that the company will buy from them for over $1 million. Maggie, let me tell you a little bit about my own career. I graduated from university in Montreal and then moved to Toronto. So I was a relative newcomer in the city of Toronto, and I worked as an advisor and built a client base of people that were similar in some ways to me. Actually, when I went to university, I'd worked in the hospitality industry, so I wound up doing a lot of work with people in the hotel industry in Toronto, and then I moved from that role into a sales management role where I was responsible for primarily recruiting and initial training of a team of people that I worked with. Subsequently, I worked in our regional office and then helped grow one of our offices in Don Mills, Ontario. I then moved to Winnipeg and started an office focused on people with high net worth, and I then moved from there to Ottawa, working in a marketing and leadership role. And then I ran our region in Western Canada, based in Vancouver. And for the last number of years, I moved here to Waterloo, Ontario, where I work with a team of people who provide leadership to all of our advisors and managers across the country.
So there you have it. We just finished an interview with Jack Garamoni, the Vice President of the Career Sales Force of Sun Life Financial. As well, walking through the halls, we also walked by the awards for the National Volunteer of the Year, as well as the Career Hall of Fame, and lastly, the mission statement for Sun Life Financial, which is to provide a lifetime of financial security. Thanks and have a good day.